Good morning. It is a beautiful morning, isn't it? No more rain. Welcome to the Orion Veterans Memorial for the unveiling of the War Dog Memorial. My name is Captain Master Mateo, and I am once again privileged to be your host, and as a U.S. Army veteran, I'm especially proud standing here next to other veterans, as well as representing the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine, Merchant Marine, National Guard, and I see where the Norfolk and Young Marines are not here, but in spirit, I'm sure. Bob Watkins and Jim Hubbard will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Could we all stand? Present arms. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Two.
Please be seated. To our honored military dead who made the supreme sacrifice, to those military who served our country and who are now serving, to our municipal leaders, to the Orion Veterans Memorial Board of Directors, both present and past, to our invaluable volunteers, especially Frank Varga, our sculptor who cannot be here today due to illness, and to the family and friends of our memorial, and to you, our fellow American patriots. Today we gather for a very special occasion, the unique unveiling of the War Dog Memorial. Frank Varga, the sculptor of our main monument called the Tears of Sadness and Joy, is unable to be here due to illness. But Frank most graciously donated his time and talent to build the memorial, and we are forever grateful for his generosity and patriotism. Alongside with Frank are Steve Leach and his son Jackson Leach, who have worked hand in hand with him constructing both of these monuments. The money needed for materials were donated by you, this supportive group, and other people. Man's best friend has contributed to U.S. war efforts for many years, so it is only fitting to have an official War Dog Memorial to honor the invaluable service of these K-9 partners. Military dogs are hardworking and do a great job of saving the lives of their handlers and troops who serve beside them, creating a bond of friendship that lasts a lifetime. No one was closer to the enemy than the War Dog. They are not pets, they are partners who are trusted with the lives of servicemen and women. Truly, the War Dogs are also heroes. Unfortunately, the majority of them do not return. There is honor and pride behind this memorial we dedicate today. Some have said the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Wall in Washington, D.C., listing over 58,000 lives lost in Vietnam, would have to be at least 100 feet longer had it not been for the War Dog. If this estimate is true, then the War Dog saved the lives in Vietnam of over 10,000 of our soldiers. God bless the men, women, and K-9 teams who help protect our military and our country. May God bless the world with peace. May God continue to bless the United States of America the land of the free, because of the brave. Bob Wackers, our park manager, will introduce our speaker.
Phil Whitelaw, front and center. It's your turn. Okay, this is Phil Whitelaw. He's from the Michigan War Dog Memorial in Southland, Michigan. I'm not sure, but I think he's been here 5 or 6 years. But this man's done a good job, and he is our inspiration for our little monument today. So here's Frank.
Thank you. Good morning. My name is Phil Whitelaw. I'm a U.S. Army veteran and president of the Michigan War Dog Memorial. Today I have with me K9 Ziva. K9 Ziva is my personal dog. She goes with me when we put on presentations about the history of war dogs as a representative honoring our brave and well-trained military dogs. She wears a combat harness just to give you an idea what it looks like when they're in the combat zone. Also have with me today one of our K9 salute team members. We're ready for the second one. I'm not sure if she'll show, but we'll do the best we can. Her name is Julie. She has Kaiser as her dog. It's a personal dog. And Kaiser is a very big German Shepherd. About 150 pounder. So, anyways, just wanted to make sure you understand who we are. Today, many of our young men and women are raising their right hand and joining our great military. We have the utmost respect for them, but let us not forget the four-legged warriors. They've been fighting alongside our men and women in uniform for the past 100 years. In World War I, the United States did not have a dog program, but the French did. And the dogs were trained in 3 main disciplines. One was a messenger dog, which required 2 handlers. One was a security dog, and one was a rescue dog. Now, they actually preferred to call that dog the ambulance dog, because after there was a frontal attack between the trenches, these dogs were trained to go out in no man's land, find a wounded soldier, carry back an article of his clothing or whatever they could carry to the stretcher bearers, and then lead the stretcher bearers back to that wounded soldiers. They did that over and over and over, and they saved thousands and thousands of lives by doing that. And then we come to World War II. The United States said maybe we should get involved with these dogs. So they started a dog program. The quartermaster of the United States Army was given an order: secure dogs for defense and have them ready for combat in 12 months. That's a huge order. Number 1, where are you going to get all these dogs? Number 2, who's going to train them? Number 3, who's going to handle them? Now back in 1942, and that's when the order was given, March 13, 1942, the people were extremely patriotic, and over 20,000 dogs were donated to the cause. However, all the chihuahuas had to be sent back. They didn't make the cut. Like anything in the military, they set standards. The Marine Corps preferred the Doberman Pinscher, the Army preferred the Shepherd. So now they're going to start training. Well, we're going to get the trainers. But they got a hold of the AKC in New York, and they put a call out to all the trainers across the nation, and many of them stepped up and donated their time and started training these dogs. Now where are you going to find your handlers? Now all of you here, a lot of you have been in the military, you will totally understand this. The sergeant calls formation. He walks down the line. Young man, did you have a dog in his home? Yes, Sergeant, I did. Great, stand over there, you just volunteered. Young man, was you raised on a farm? Yes, Sergeant, I was. Great. Stand over there, you just volunteered. That's how they got their handlers. So then they started their training, and they did very, very well. In the spring of 1943, the first dog platoon was deployed to Guam. 2 weeks after their arrival, the casualty rate dropped 70%. That's 70%, huge number. And the 550 missions led by a war dog, not one was ambushed. Due to superior nose, eyes, and ears, they could collect the enemy over 200 yards away. So they did their job. According to military records, they saved 15,000 lives during World War II. Then we go to Korea. In Korea, based on what we have seen today, it was a short war. Only one dog platoon was deployed, about 28 dogs. Now, I think I'm going to tell you this story. This happened about 3 or 4 years ago. It's in Milford, Michigan. It's Memorial Day. We're assembling at the American Legion getting ready for the Memorial Day parade. I was standing there with my German Shepherd, and a gentleman walked up behind me in his dress blue Marine Corps uniform. And he said, "May I pet your dog?" And I said, "Sure." He said, "I was a combat veteran from the Korean War." He says, "One morning we was on patrol. It was led by a very large German Shepherd. And we got within about 25 yards of this bridge, the dog alerted. Everybody went down on one knee. 2 men went off to the right flank, 2 went off to the left flank. They checked the area out, came back and said, "It's all clear." The commander gave the order to move out. It took about 2 steps, the dog alerted again, he wouldn't move. He knew something was really up. So 2 men went forward, up on the bridge. And sure enough, right in the middle of that bridge was a tripwire attached to explosives. The dog was picking up the wires, singing in the breeze. He was trained for that. He said, "There's not a day let's go by I don't think about that big German Shepherd. Not only did he save my life, but he saved the life of that whole patrol." These are the things these dogs do. They're so loyal. And once they become part of the group, those soldiers become part of that dog's pack, and they will protect them. According to military records in Korea, the dogs saved over 3,000 lives. Now we go to Vietnam. Whole different ballgame. In Vietnam, the dogs are trained on more disciplines now, not only for the booby traps, but also for seeking out the enemy. The scout dog was probably the most important dog. He led the patrols into the jungle. He was able, again, to deflect the enemy many yards away to alert them of potential ambushes. And in Vietnam, again, I'm going to tell you another story of a young soldier. He was out of Kentucky. One morning he decided he's going to join the Army. He went and signed up, went to Fort Campbell for basic training. And during his basic training, they came through looking for dog handlers. He thought, wow, I love dogs. I think I'm going to be a dog handler. So he signed up. Well, he went through an 8-week course. He did very well. Next thing you know, he's on a plane going to Vietnam. He gets to Vietnam. He gets in the reception area. He's assigned to a unit, the 33rd Scout Dog Unit up in Peru. He gets settled in. About 2 weeks later, he gets his first assignment. The intelligence group wanted to capture a VC for interrogation. So they picked out a spot where they thought it'd be a good ambush to capture one. So that afternoon, they loaded up on a deuce and a half and stayed within half a mile of the ambush zone. They got to the area of fork in the road, and they lined both sides of the road waiting for a VC to come through. And they waited, and they waited. Pretty soon it starts getting dark. Now, those of you who've been in the jungle know what happens when it starts getting dark. There's all kinds of noises, animals, creatures, birds, so on. As he's laying there along the side of the road, the dog turns around and faces to the rear. So he took his collar and kind of gave him a yank and told him to turn around. He figured he was alerting on all the noises. About 5 minutes later, the dog did the same thing. He turned around and was alerting to the rear. He reached up his collar, then he remembered his training. The master trainer had told him time and time again, trust your dog, trust your dog. So he sent a message out to the commander and he said, there could be something coming up behind us. Well, and about 10 minutes later, a firefight broke out. The BC had seen him and circled around behind him. The dog had seen it, could smell it, could hear it, and that's what he was alerting to. The firefight lasted about 5 minutes. The BC was pretty well wiped out, except one was injured, he was wounded, so therefore they got their capture. So, all in all, it was a mission accomplished. But that dog, if they had not alerted them, it could have been a whole different story. So they did their job. They did a good job. Again, according to military records, they say there were 10,000 lives in Vietnam. Now we're up to 28,000 men and women that would not come home. It wasn't for a dog. It wasn't for a dog. So they did their job. They went ahead and fought in Bosnia, they fought in Iraq, they fought in Afghanistan. Today they're fighting the war on terrorism. And matter of fact, today there's over 2,800 teams scattered throughout the world protecting our soldiers, doing their job. But I'm going to take you back to Vietnam for a moment. In Vietnam, the word came down that they're pulling out. The troops were absolutely elated. The morale shot sky high. The handlers, they all ran to their kennels, grabbed their partner. Said, buddy, we're going home. We're getting out of this godforsaken place. They were very, very happy. 2 weeks later, an order came down from Washington, D.C. Leave the dogs. They couldn't believe it. What do you mean, leave the dogs? These dogs are our battle buddies. You can't leave the dogs. Well, you can't argue too much in the military. You're not going to win. So they did protest, but the order stood. And they would leave the dogs. They had their choice, turn them over to the South Vietnamese Army or have them euthanized. Many of them said I would not allow a BC, regardless of South or North, to touch my dog. And they walked into the tent with their dog and walked out with a collar and leash in hand and put them down. It was a sad, sad day. Many of them was heartbroken. And even today, we talked to a Vietnam dog handler who had to leave his dog. He might develop a tear real quick. That is why the Michigan War Dog Memorial got together with our fundraising and we built and erected a canine Vietnam wall. It has 4,234 names on it with their tattoo number. And on June 24th, we dedicated that. We had 2 Vietnam dog handlers flying from the East Coast as keynote speakers. It was a great day as we unveiled that wall. 22 feet long, 5 feet tall. Pure black granite. If you ever have a chance to go out there, please do. And at the end of my talk, I said, all right, you dog handlers, go find your dog. There was about 40 of them there. They went to the wall, and they ran their finger down the line, and they found their dog. And at that point, my wife was passing out the Kleenexes because it was an extremely emotional day for these guys. They finally had closure. They had closure. So, in ending, I'd like to say, I greatly appreciate you asking me here today. I'm honored to be here. I love the fact that we're honoring the war dogs. I only wish that all the memorials throughout the state of Michigan would do the same, because they do their job. They're canine heroes. They save lives, and they're our best friends. Thank you very much.
Bruce once again.
Am I ordering these Marines or not? Hey, would you two guys please show us the Bulldogs and put them on active duty?
Frank Varga, our wonderful sculptor, as I mentioned earlier, could not be here today due to severe illness. But we certainly are indebted to him. And we hope we set an example for many other memorials to memorialize our wonderful, wonderful canine partner. Ladies and gentlemen, Lisa Sokol, member of our Orient Veterans Memorial Board of Directors.
I'd like to ask Bob Watros to come up also. This man has become my brother in this community. Because I want to also invite up two other Watros, and that would be Dwight and Antoinette. Front and center, girlfriend. I have to tell you that it really does take a community to create something like this on a site like this. And I've been really honored to be a board member and honored to have this family be a part of this. Because it's through the vision of Bob Watros and our really good friend Joe Sequich that a lot of the vision of what this place could be has come about. And it takes all kinds of people to create something as beautiful as this and to create the recognition for all who gave. And I want to recognize the three people in this family because they've been outstanding contributors through the years of this monument. And so to Bob, who has become one of my best friends, along with all the other boyfriends I have. I get the best hugs at this place. I can't tell you how much I love it here. And to Dwight, who's always the muscles behind a lot of the things that happen here, is the last one out and the first one in, making sure everything is set up and it's looking good here. And then the quiet, silent one. Her name will be on here. I didn't put it on here initially because I didn't want to let her know we were recognizing her stuff. But Tony does so much behind the scenes for this organization. And she is just such a giving person and so compassionate. One of the greatest things was, I was over at Starbucks the other day and Steve and Bob were here and I was coming out and I could see the dogs on the monument. And I go tearing across over here in my car and saw the dogs, and Tony and I, we just had tears coming down our eyes. We were so excited about them being here and being placed. And it's just such a wonderful thing that we're able to recognize and have a part. I want to give Bob a second because he had some words he wanted to say about his friend.
Okay, I've got two friends, Steve Lee standing back there back. I'd really like for him to come forward. and I have worked very closely the last 4 months, and we're still friends.
Where are you going?
Is Jackson here?
I don't know if he is or not.
Jackson Leach, are you here?
He may not
Hey,
have
Ron. Okay, Jackson Leach is Steve's son, and he did a lot of the welding, and I'm assuming that he worked on the bags also, or what do you call it? Sandbags. But Steve, I think, about 2 years ago, Jim Hubbard, wherever he's at, and I talked about this, and for some reason we just let it pass. And then this spring, I don't know if Steve was drunk or what, but all of a sudden we're building a war dog money. But this all started with Joe Ziegler, and I think most of the ladies here had a hug from Joe, and hello darling, he'd say that to everyone. And I was wanting to get old so I could do the same thing. They don't hug me. But Joe heard about Phil down there in South Lyon, and my wife and I took him down there. And you know, Joe was excited about it. He talked to everybody, and then Joe got sick and passed away. We still feel him here. A lot of times when we're working, you know, I think Joe used to bounce out of his truck and he said, "You know what we ought to do, Bob?" "No, Joe, we're not doing nothing. What do you want to say?" But Joe was a special man, and Joe had a special address. And on these war dogs, on the left ear, they had a tattoo. I think it was their number or whatever, but anyway, Joe had kind of an odd house number, and every time I took him home, we made fun of this house number that Joe had because it was kind of a simple one. It was 789. And if you will look at the dog laying down, he's got 789. That's all I got to say. Joe was a good man, and he still helps us a lot. Steve, you want to say anything?
We've got recognition that we're giving to Steve, his son Jackson Leach, and another person, Ron Price, who has really helped Steve and all of us at our memorial.
Well, you know what? I didn't know I was going to come up and say anything, but you know, now that I'm here, I just got handed a little plaque in recognition of Ron Price, which he's hosting the state doubles downtown at Horseshoe Club. He's the president of the Horseshoe Club. Plus, he's also a Vietnam vet. He'd be up here right now if they weren't taking care of that. But anyway, he did tell me to tell everybody that he said hi, and, you know. So anyway, it was our pleasure to be able to help again, everybody. I look around, I see friends. And it's always an honor to be able to come up here, ask to be able to do this kind of stuff. And it's always been our pleasure to be able to help. So if you ever need anything, don't be afraid to ask. Right? Our veterans. Thank you.
We had two other people that we were hoping to recognize, and one of them is Frank Varga, who is a sculptor who sculpted the Central Monument and also the dogs that are here today. And we really want to thank Frank and appreciate all of the efforts that he has given us to create some really outstanding monuments at our site. And then I'd like to ask Joe Mateo to come up also, please. has been an inspirational leader for this site and has worked really hard and continuously to try and bring together a board of directors that's dedicated to having a site like this with several events through the years here at the center or also at the Orion Center for Veterans Day and Pearl Harbor Day or different events that we do. But again, it's really the group that I also want to thank on his behalf are the wonderful veterans organizations we have. VFW 334 Post, the American Legions 223 and 108 in the Orion and Oxford communities, because they have given so much through the years to this site as well as what they do out in the community with poppy sales and raising money. And I've just gotten so many wonderful friends. I'm lucky that I had 5 people in my family that served in the armed services, and they really taught me the value of what we believe in this country and what community is. And so I want to salute all of the veterans that are here, both living and in our memory, that have served our country with such love, devotion, and dedication.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you for a very unexpected memento. God bless you.
I'd like to invite Phil to come back up to now do the War Dog salute.
Some people have been asking about where is the Michigan War Dog Memorial. It's on 25805 Milford Road in South Lyon, Michigan. Now Kaiser is ready to go, I can hear him. This is Julie Fentner. This is Kaiser, who has her personal dog. She's a volunteer of our group. She's part of the Michigan War Dog Memorial Canine Salute Team. And this is what we refer to as a canine salute to their fallen comrade. So go ahead. You did good for us all. Thank you, Julie.
Uncovered. O God of people and nations, we pause at the close of this memorial again to acknowledge your sovereignty over our lives and our country. We remember our comrades that departed in this life. We honor them for their loyalty to God and country, for their good deeds and their friendship. May they rest in peace. And may the good works you have begun in them be brought to perfection. May our nation be strong and our people happy and secure. Watch over us as we depart and give us a safe journey home, so we may again meet in comradeship and spirit. Amen. Amen. Robert?
Marines at ease. Thank you for your presence today. As Bob mentioned, we have coffee and tea and chocolates over here. Please stay around and say hello to everyone. Thank you.